what? Freedom. Freedom of opinion, freedom of education, and freedom to be what? Free thinker. We need that. That's what our forefathers fought for. That's what Texas ended up becoming Texas. And that's what the United States is all about. It is sad because I grew up here in Laredo. And B. Dalton's was where I used to buy stuff like Narnia, Tolkien, The Hobbit, history books. Now it's going away. Our treasure is being lifted away from us. So whatever its purpose, now we can all band together, group up, and fight together for what? For education. We are so caught up in so many different ideas that we forget that our youth are what we need to be growing and we need to be developing. And it is true what the professor said. We need to take care of our young adults, our teenagers. Give them some kind of role model, whether it's in the martial arts, whether it's in baseball, basketball, football. We need to give them a direction. Well, not only teach them the rules of the sport, let them understand where the sport came from. Who were the legends of baseball? Who were the legends of boxing? Who were the legends of pugilism? How did it start? Where are you going to get that from? Books. Okay? Books. That is what we're going to research, we're going to understand, and eventually we're going to learn. I have been involved in an art that dates back to the Romans, as in time progressed, de los romanos primero, and has grown. Okay? I'm fourth generation from the source, meaning that it was opened, the first school was opened in 1803. The art that we do is called sabat, which means shoe in Old French, zapato. Now, it's very different than the other arts because it's thinking of a Western man, it's free thinking. Okay? It develops a person to be himself. I was told this past week, why do you do sabat in comparison to the other arts? Not only do I do sabat, I do other arts. I teach other arts. I practice other martial arts. But the only thing that sabat has taught me is one thing. And that is to be free thinker and to express myself openly. Okay? I'm going to show some little demonstrations here that I hope you kids don't try on your little brother or sister. Okay? And we'll start off and we can between you two together. Go ahead and do painful like that. And they'll do a technique. Nope. Again, it's good. Now, let me go ahead and the history of sabat came from two different entities. One, the nobles. Second, the ruffians from the street. Third, from the sailors. Many say, how did it come here? But in the time of piracy, it was transferred over. It came over with Lafitte. That's what my family has us involved. My family came in with Lafitte. Okay, here in Texas. So, as it grows on and you start understanding not only the art, you start understanding the whys. Simple techniques of how to blend with the energy. Okay, the typical punch, a right hand from John Wayne that's going to come to the side. Let me do that slowly. As he comes in, I'm going in. Okay, so it teaches a person how to be free, how to express it. I'm not going to fight like my professor, because I'm a different person. I don't expect him to fight like me. Why? I'm a different person. But the only thing that sabat actually teaches you is what? It makes a good man better. Can't make a bad man good. It only takes the good and makes it better. Better what? In the community. Better with his family. better in understanding and respecting what the land that we live in. And there's different empty hand with weapons, stuff that came, evolved into our present day. Quite different. We all know what a baseball bat is, right?
Yes.
Baseball bats can not only hurt, it can cause a lot of damage. The first thing we understand is that what? We have to blend with the energy of my opponent. So, as he comes in, strikes. If I get hit, I'm going to be in the bad. So I have to blend with him. I have to absorb him. So I have to understand what? Inside that circle. Again, very slowly as he comes in, come on. Now, as time progressed, we have always understood that a blade, la arma blanca, es muy peligroso, ¿verdad? ¿Cuántos han jugado lotería aquí? Todos. ¿Cómo dice el valiente? En una, ¿qué? Una navaja. That's part of our culture. We come from a bladed culture. What happened was that the pistol became the forefront of the martial arts of the West. As they say, God created man, but Samuel Cope what? Made him equal. But as he comes in, we have to understand what lines. As he comes in. Again, as he comes in. Sword. Very simple. What? Understanding one thing. I move out of the way. I do not stand with you. As he comes in. Now when I have the weapon, I have the choice. I am no longer in fear, so I don't need to use it. Right? All that you gain. But the fight that we fight for today is a fight that we're losing education. And that education which spurs the growth of what? Of our youth, of everybody in general. I want to thank you all for being here.